بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيتها النفس المطمئنة ارجعي إلى ربك راضية مرضية بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيتها النفس المطمئنة ارجعي إلى ربك راضية مرضية وادخلي في عبادي وادخلي جنتي. صدق الله العظيم. مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. الحمد لله منشئ الخلق من عدم، ثم الصلاة على المختلف قدم. مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. محمد سيد القولين والثقلين والفريقين من عرب ومن عجم. مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. ثم الرضا عن أبي بكر وعن عمر وعن علي وعن عثمان ذي الكرم والآل وصحبه ثم التابعين هم أهل التقى والنقى والحلم والكرم. يا ربي بالمصطفى بلغ مقاصدنا. يا ربي بالمصطفى بلغ مقاصدنا. يا ربي بالمصطفى بلغ مقاصدنا واغفر لنا ما مضى. يا
have someone to replace me in this class, so I have to come to the class. So today we want just to learn only briefly about the sifat. Then inshallah someone next week will continue. So just give me half an hour. So we say that we are going to learn about sifat. So sifat is the plural of sifa. The single is sifa. Sifa, swad, fa, ha. And sifat is more than two. That is plural. Sifat. The literal meaning of sifat, sifa or sifat is quality. Quality or praise also it can be used as the meaning of praise. It can give us the meaning of description also, as you can see on the screen there. And also give the meaning of characteristics or the character of someone or behavior of someone. All these meanings can be derived from the word sifa. So if it is sifa, the meaning will be one quality, one description, one characteristic, one behavior. If it's sifa, so it will be referring to many characteristics, many descriptions, many behaviors, and so on. When we talk about the sifat in Tajweed, sifat, so we are talking about the qualities. We talk about the attributes. We talk about the special characteristic a special characteristic or special quality or a special attribute or special sort of behavior which is found in a particular alphabet when you read it. So attribute or quality of sifa, attribute of quality or characteristic which is in a particular, in a particular form is found in the alphabet, Arabic alphabet while reading Quran. That is what we refer by saying sifa. So when you produce that quality from that particular harf, when you come up with that characteristic from that harf, so that the imaging of that quality from that harf is what we call the sifa of that harf. For example, just a small example, the harf to be pronounced in a bold sound, in a bold way, to make it sound bold. Like for example, ra, okay? Ra is pronounced with bold messages to make it become sound bigger. So the boldness of ra is the sifa of ra. Are you getting me right now? The boldness of the ra, or the boldness of the qaf. We say iqaf, or we say ihdina sweet, was-safat. So the boldness in this huruf is what we call the sifa of that huruf, of that harf. Ra, sad, qaf, okay? And also ta, for example, these are bold huruf. So the boldness of this huruf is what we call the sifa of this harf. So in coming future, you're going to see that one harf can have more than one sifa, one harf. So we come to know about pronunciation. So in short, sifa is a particular behavior or a particular characteristic or a particular attribute or quality is found in a harf, then this particular quality becomes the sifa of that harf. I think you understood now. We have come here. No big trouble. Guys, पानी चाहिए किधर बैठ जाओ Okay. So what is the purpose of defining this sifat? Why do we need to know about the sifat? This is a question. Okay. So the importance of defining the purpose of defining sifat is the first point that we need to define about sifat and we need to learn about sifat is to make sure that they are present during pronunciation. Okay. Okay. Why we need to define about sifat is first of all to make sure that the sifat or the particular sifat is present during pronunciation. When you are pronouncing this harf, the sifat must be there while pronouncing that harf. The second thing is to differentiate between letters whose origin is in the same makhraj. Because there are some huruf which look different, sound different, but come from the same makhraj. So for you to be able to pronounce these different huruf properly, which are coming from the same makhraj, for you to be able to define them, to pronounce them properly, you must know the quality of this huruf. Listen carefully. Understand? So the first is to make the sifa available in that harf when you pronounce that harf. The second is to differentiate between different huruf which are coming from the same makhraj. So the tool to differentiate this huruf is to know the proper quality and the proper sifa of this huruf. If you know the sifa, so it will be easy for you to differentiate this huruf, and although they are coming from the same makhraj, but because of the difference of the sifa, you'll be able to define it properly. For example, we have ta, dal, and ta. Okay, ta, dal, ta. These are three huruf come from the same makhraj. Okay, come from the same makhraj, but they are three different huruf in terms of looking, in terms of sounding, and in terms of sifa also. So for you to be able to pronounce this huruf properly, you must know the qualities, the sifat of this huruf. So the sifat is the only thing that will make you be able to pronounce the harf properly. And to differentiate this harf from it, another quality which it does not deserve it, or it does not, the quality which is not found in that harf. So for example, if you are reading ta, So you must know the quality of ta so that you don't give ta the sound of ta. It is of ta. What is the quality of ta and what are the qualities of ta? So that you don't see what's samai wa tariq. Understand? So if you read what's samai wa tariq, you have given ta the qualities of ta, which is wrong. Can you get me point? So, and also sifat can make you be protected from committing many mistakes in terms of reading Quran. For example, if you take the same example of Wasama'i wa Tariq. Wasama'i wa Tariq. Tariq, it has different meaning, and Tariq, it has different meaning. So if you say Wasama'i wa Tariq without giving Ta is due sifa, that is boldness, and there are other sifas also, the Ta. Understand? So you'll be not giving proper meaning of that word also. And removing one sifa. And also we'll come to know which are the sifat that must be there. That there is no way for you to remove this sifa from a particular harf. You must pronounce this huruf with this sifat. Whenever you pronounce this huruf, you don't have to skip any harf, any sifat or any harf when you pronounce them. So, to differentiate between letters whose origin is in the same makhraj, such as, you can see Sad, you can see Sin, you can see Ra, and you can see Dal, you can see Ta, and you can see Ta. Okay. So you see Sad and Sin, they look different. Okay? Completely. The form is completely different. They sound different also. But they come from same makhraj. You understand? So when you're pronouncing different huruf from same makhraj, it is very important to protect yourself from committing mistake by pronouncing harf is to know the sifa of that harf, the quality of that harf. Now since sin and sad are coming from the same harf, so for you not to mistake between sin and sad, you must know the sifa and the quality of each harf, sad and sin. If you know the qualities of sin and you know the qualities of sad, so although they come from the same makhraj, but you won't have problem to pronounce them because of the sifat that you know about this. So likewise, if you can take Dha and Dal, so you have this Wa and Dha. So the same we have discussed in Swad and Sin, we take the same method in Dal and Wa. So Dal and Wa are coming from the same makhraj, but they look different and they sound different. So for you to be able to give Wa its due quality, its due attributes, its due way of pronunciation, and to give that same, you must know the qualities and the sifat of both Dal and Wa. Understand? So this is the second reason why we need to define the sifat. First is to make sure that when you are pronouncing the harf, the sifat is there in that particular harf you're pronouncing. The second is to differentiate between the huruf which come from the same makhraj, but most likely that they differ in terms of form, in terms of sound. So you see, when a letter emerges from the correct makhraj and all its sifat qualities are observed, then accurate pronunciation is obtained. Okay? So this is the last thing that you need to know, the importance of knowing sifat al-huruf, the qualities of huruf. When you know the qualities of huruf and you pronounce, you introduce those qualities properly, you fit those qualities properly to the huruf which you are intending to read. And if you're going to bring that sifat, that quality properly and fix it nicely on that harf, so even in terms of sounding, you'll find that that harf sounds much better. And it is nice to hear, it is beautiful to hear, it is sweet to hear the harf which is pronounced properly with its all sifat properly. For example, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Okay? So I'm going to read the same ayah in a very different, without giving any half its due sifat quality. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Okay? Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. This is the normal way in which a poem uses something. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. It sounds, there is Alhamdulillahi, there is Rabbil Alameen. But then here the same ayah again, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. You see the difference? So the difference between this recitation and the previous one is, previously I have not given the qualities to the huruf, the sifat. When I say Rabbi, instead of Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, instead of saying Rabbil Alameen, I just say Rabbil Alameen. So I have snatched the quality of boldness from Ra. That's why Ra sound clearly and beautifully. But when you give the quality to this Ra, then you see that it becomes more beautiful when you hear it. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Okay? And then, for example, let us say, Tabbat Yada. Tabbat Yada. In Tabbat, you have Ta, you have Ba, and you have Ta. You have two Ta and one Ba. So Ta, Ba, and Ta. Ta, if you don't give it its due sifat properly, it will sound okay. Tabbat Yada Abi Lahabin wa Tabbat. It sounds okay, but if you read it with its quality, Tabbat Yada, there is difference between saying Tabbat, Tabbat, and the difference between, just try to hear the difference of this program. Tab, you hear this? Tab, okay? And then Tab. You see the difference? Tab and Tab. So if I want to use the first method, I say Tabbat, 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 by squeezing my tongue and try to make my tongue, dry. Tabbat, and the tab and the comes out with some sort of hardness in it. Very rough, not dry, yes, very hard. Okay? But then if you say Tabbat Yada, Tabbat Yada, Tabbat Yada is more fine than Tabbat Yada. You understand? Why? Because here in Tabbat Yada we have given the Ta and Da and Ta their due sifat properly. Okay? And what is the sifat of Ta here? We call hands. Okay, we'll come to know about it, inshallah. But these are the difference that you have to know them when you recite the Quran or you read the Arabic alphabet, to make them sound properly and clearly. The more better sifat you give to that huruf, the better it's going to sound when you pronounce it. So that's why we are learning about this huruf, this sifat. Once you are going to know about the sifat of huruf, you are going to know the qualities of the huruf. You are going to know the qualities, different sifat, different huruf, then you will enjoy yourself to read Quran. Okay? But again, I say this is all about you need to practice all that. It's not only the theory, you can study the theory, you can do examination, you get 99% or 100%, but my examination will always be through your recitation. For me, you are going to be better student, not good betters. For me, you are going to be better in terms of reading, in terms of reciting Quran. So let us try to work on that, and slowly, inshallah, we try to make Quran sound better, inshallah. There is sorry for today, I'm not in. Okay, let us take this one thing more. Now the types of sifat. Types of sifat. Sifat are of two types. We have two types of sifat. Okay? You have sifatul lazima, and you are mentioning, who has mentioned? You have sifatul lazima and sifatul arida. Okay? You have permanent sifat. Sifatul lazima. Permanent sifat. Okay? So what is permanent sifat? What is permanent quality? Permanent qualities are those inherent in the letter without which correct pronunciation will not be realized. That's why I told you there are sifat that you must bring them when you pronounce harf. Because if you don't bring those sifat, then the proper pronunciation of that harf will not be realized, will not be recognized. So, as-sifatul lazima, permanent sifat, permanent quality. What are permanent qualities? Are those inherent in the letters. They are already inherent in the letter. You cannot remove them from that. Okay? And if you remove them, then the pronunciation of that particular harf will not be properly pronounced. So it kills the proper pronunciation of that harf if this sifatul lazima is taken away from that harf. Then we take number 2, as-sifatul arida. As-sifatul arida. Okay? As-sifatul arida, the letter will be described under the sections dealing with the rules of Tajweed. Okay? So we are going to talk about sifatul arida. What we'll be talking about the rules of Tajweed, qalqala, gunna, ikhfa, iqlab, idgham. Then these are where we are going to deal with the sifatul arida. Sifatul arida. Because sifatul arida, we say that we call them arida because they are temporary. They are not connected temporarily with that particular harf. It means in certain circumstances that quality goes away from that harf, and in other circumstances that harf takes another type of quality. So the qualities are not temporary in that harf. That's why any temporary quality we call it al-arida, as-sifatu al-arida. And al-lazima are those permanent qualities that the proper pronunciation of that harf will never be done unless these permanent sifat are included in that harf. Okay? Okay. Let us take this one, then we finish this one. Now you have learned the importance of defining the sifa. Why we define the sifa is because, first of all, when you pronounce a particular harf, that sifa should be there, should be present in that pronunciation. Another thing is to differentiate between different huruf which come from the same makhraj. So for you to know sifa of the huruf is very necessary to be able to define and to differentiate between different huruf. And also it's important to learn sifa because if harf is not given its due sifa, its due quality, so the proper pronunciation of that harf will not be realized. That's why it is important to learn about sifa. Then another thing is we have learned about the types of sifa. We say we have two types of sifa. Sifatul lazima and sifatul al-arida. Sifatul al-lazima are permanent sifat that are already attached with that huruf. Okay? And you cannot separate that harf from that particular permanent sifat. If you do so, then the proper pronunciation of that harf will not be there. So, and al-arida are those temporary sifat qualities that are found in different huruf, in different circumstances, and in some circumstances these sifat are not found. That's why we call them al-huruf and al-sifatu al-arida. Okay. Now, number of sifat. Most scholars give their number as 17. There are 17. Hello. There are 17 numbers of sifat. Okay. We say most scholars give their numbers as 17. There are 17 sifat. 17 sifat. 10 opposite to each other. In these 17 sifat, there are 10 which are opposite with one another. Okay? So 5 here, 5 here, so they are 10. And 7 singles with no opposite. And 7, the remaining 7, 10 are confronting one another. 5 here, so they are 5, they are 10. And 7, they are standing by themselves, they don't have any opposite. So they are sifat by themselves. It's 10 ones, they are sifat by opposing one another. If this is white, the other one is black. If this is up, the other one is down. For example, just an example. But these 7 are standing by themselves without no opposite. Okay? Every letter has at least 5 sifat. I told you in some letters there are more than 2 sifat, more than 1 sifat. So here is telling every letter has at least 5 sifat. 5 sifat in one letter. Okay? Now you can understand how important it is for you to learn about the sifat of it. So these 5 sifat in one letter, while pronouncing them, you must know which are the sifatul lazima that are compulsory. You must give this sifat to this harf, and which are arida that are not permanent. They are temporary. So every letter has these 5 sifat. Okay, one from each pair of opposite. And many have an additional single quality as well. Many have additional single quality as well with the letter ra, having 2 additional single qualities ra. Okay? So you come across some huruf that are having additional qualities also. You understand? As we're going to learn slowly, today let us just have the brief about this sifat. So harf has at least 5 sifat, and also it happens that you can have some huruf which are having additional sifat. But at least 5 sifat must be found in one harf. Now after this, now to have the following is the list of the permanent qualities, الصفات اللازمة. This will catch up inshallah next week, inshallah. الصفات اللازمة. So most scholars they give the numbers of sifat as 17 sifat, 5 confronting one another. These are 10 and 7. They are 17 sifat. So all these 17 sifat you have to know about them. Some are very important, some are not important. Those who are important, you have to practice and work on them more than those who are not important. Okay? Assalamu alaikum. Any questions quickly? Yeah, Majlis I think. So after Majlis inshallah. So if you want, we can take this because we have 1 week more. Just copy this sifat. Sifat al-lazima. Or maybe I send you on the group. I'll send you on the group. So the opposite sifat, 5 here, 5 here. We have hams, we have jahar, we have shidda, and with shidda we have rakhawa. With rakhawa we have istifal, sorry. Okay, you have istifal, you have infitah, you have idlaq, you have isma. These are the 10 confronting sifat. 5 here, starting with this. Okay, starting with hams. Hams is confronting jahar. Okay, hams means whispering. Jahar means to talk something openly, clearly. You understand? I'm talking bil jahar. And you, when you are hiding from me, you want to talk to one another, you are whispering. Okay? So that is hams. This is jahar. That's why Maghrib and Isha and Fajr, we call them Salatul Jahri. Because in this namaz, qira'at is read loudly. And Zuhur and Asr, these we call them namazu Salatul Sirri. That is silently performed namaz. So hams is in the confrontation with jahar. Then we have shidda with ar-rakhawa. Shidda with ar-rakhawa. Then you have al-isti'la with istifal. Istifal. Okay. Then you have itbaq with infitah. Itbaq is to stick. وَالسَّمَاءِ وَالطَّ. So this was al-itbaq. You stick your tongue up there when you perform ta. وَالسَّمَاءِ وَالطَّ. You understand? So the opposite of itbaq is infitah. Infitah means that your tongue does not stick upstairs when you perform the letter. Bod, saw, raw, that, you know. But when you say ta, you can hear the itbaq. That is what called itbaq. The hitting of the tongue on your upper part. So these are very important things that we need to learn to know them in the tongue. Then you have al-idlaq, then you have al-ismat, finish 10 sifat, and send you inshallah, then you come. Al-qalqala, then here we will come to know about the sifat sifat al-aridah, temporary sifat. Because some places you do qalqala, some you don't do qalqala, some you do gunna, some places you don't do gunna. So all this will come in this kind of sifat inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Make dua for me. I'm not finished.